Welcome back to Art and Soul, the sanctuary where creativity meets consciousness. I'm Tristan, artist, intuitive, healer, and someone who has learned through many chapters the sacred importance of energetic boundaries in creative life. Today, we're exploring something every sensitive, intuitive, or empathic creator needs to understand. Energetic boundaries, protecting your creative power. Let's begin. Creatives feel everything. We sense tension before anyone speaks it. We read subtexts, body language, expectations, and emotional weather. This sensitivity makes artists extraordinary at what we do. But it also makes us vulnerable when we don't know how to protect our energy. Without boundaries, we risk burnout, emotional overwhelm, getting swept into workplace politics, absorbing other people's insecurities, losing our creative flow, and confusing someone else's energy with our own. Energetic boundaries are the container that keeps your creativity, intuition, and confidence intact in any environment. For a long time, I didn't realize how my intuitive abilities were functioning at work. I sensed everything. I anticipated emotions. I picked up tension. I fixed problems before they were spoken. And I thought I was being a good collaborator. But in reality, I was absorbing energy that didn't belong to me. I was carrying emotions that weren't mine, and I was leaking creative power in places it didn't need to go. This became most evident through a particular experience I want to share with you. There was a time in my career when I worked with an art director who had a habit of standing right over me while I worked, leaning into my space, hovering, and using that moment to speak down to me, not to guide, not to collaborate, but to assert power. If anything, this experience helped me realize something powerful about myself. I'm a vibration teacher, and moments like this reveal where consciousness is missing in leadership. Leadership is not a title, it's a frequency. Anyone can get a degree. Anyone can be promoted. Anyone can be put in charge because they're friends with the right person. But none of that guarantees consciousness. None of that guarantees self-awareness. And none of that guarantees they understand the energy they bring into a room. True leadership requires emotional intelligence, humility, inner work, awareness, spiritual grounding, the ability to regulate your own energy, and respect for the creative flow of others. Why this matters in creative work? Here's the truth we don't talk enough about. When leaders treat artists with intimidation, micromanagement, or unconscious behavior, it knocks them out of their creative flow. It shuts down intuition. It triggers self-protection instead of imagination. And it replaces inspiration with tension. And that slows down the work. It's actually counterproductive to every creative process. A team out of alignment produces slower, lower quality, and less inspired work. A team in alignment flows like water. In those moments, with the art director hovering over me, I chose not to shrink. Instead, I rooted deeper into my own frequency. I softened my breath, I steadied my posture, and I stayed anchored in my body. I allowed her energy to move around me, not through me. And because I didn't react energetically, her attempts at control lost their power. Toxic dynamics dissolve when you stop feeding them. And that experience taught me something I now hold as a core truth. Your vibration is stronger than someone else's position. This example helped me understand the difference between absorbing someone's energy and observing it. You can feel energy without taking it on. You can witness behavior without internalizing it. And you can stay open without becoming porous. Energetic boundaries allow you to remain whole, grounded, and creatively free no matter who is in the room. Boundaries aren't walls. They're intelligent filters. They allow inspiration in, collaboration in, and clarity in, while keeping out projection, insecurity, ego, unconscious behavior, pressure, and emotional debris. Boundaries protect your creative channel and keep your intuition clear. You may need stronger boundaries if your energy crashes after certain meetings, you internalize others' moods, your creativity shuts down around certain people, you say yes when your soul says no, you feel smaller around certain personalities, you lose clarity or confidence in political environments. If this resonates, you're in the right episode. Here are some tools for strengthening your energetic boundaries. You can ground before creating. Take a few deep breaths and feel your feet. Come back into your body. You can visualize a protective sphere, a soft light surrounding you, porous, intelligent, and discerning, only letting positive energy in or out. You can ask, is this mine? It's a simple instantaneous energy separator. Build micro boundaries in meetings. A pause, a breath, a sip of water. Small acts of energetic sovereignty. Be sure and release energy at the end of the day. Shake out your hands, brush down the arms, and send all foreign energy back to its original source. Be sure to speak boundaries clearly. With grounded confidence, you can say, I'll need a moment to focus, or I'll send adjustments after reviewing the direction, or I prefer feedback in writing, thank you. Protect your frequency, and remember, your creative flow is sacred, and it requires safety, space, and sovereignty. Close your eyes, if you can, and breathe deeply. Feel the warm golden light in your chest, your true energy, and let it expand around your whole body, forming a radiant, protective sphere. Inside this sphere, you are grounded, you are safe, you are sovereign, and you are free to create. Outside the sphere, other people's projections dissolve, politics fade, energy that's not yours cannot enter. Breathe, anchor, and trust your boundary. Let this sound anchor you into your own frequency. Your creative field is sacred. Protect it like gold. Being intuitive is a gift. Being sensitive is a gift. And being creative is a gift. But gifts need protection. Unconscious leadership exists. but so does conscious leadership. And every time you stay grounded, every time you protect your energy, and every time you choose inner alignment over outer politics, you step into true leadership. Thank you for joining me today. Until next time, stay grounded, stay empowered, and stay in your frequency.